So here I am. So here I am holding my place in a Ferrari F355 challenge. But then I'm gonna go and bend it at the end. Because one little tiny mistake on the 5th lap of 6 gets me all googly in my head. I start thinking about my lines too much, and then all of a sudden I'm all over the place. I spinning, or I drift through a couple of turns, then I run wide, yada yada yada. Next thing you know, last lap, thinking about my line too much, you go defensive, and then you'll see. Just frustrating because my laps were getting better, and then one mistake on a lap, and next thing you know, I'm all googly in my head. Yeah, I was keeping the silver car at bay pretty much all race. He would gain on me in the straights, and then I could outbrake him, especially at the bus stop. But you got to finish the finish first, and I pretty much bend it and spun it at the end of the front straight on lap 6. But anyway, that's what's good about only having 3 cars in a race, though. You podium even if you finish last. See, this is where he would, that back straight is where he would pull up on me, but then I could outbrake him going into the bus stop. And then this little, that little carousel turn, I could hold a much tighter line than him. And then he would usually gain on me here, coming down the hill. So he goes to pass. But I could outbrake him going into that turn. And then on this little short straight, he would definitely brake before me on pretty much every lap. See, because he pulls wide, always pass me, and then coming into this turn, I could always outbrake him. But alas, it was for naught. These turns at the end of the lap, I was getting much better on lap 3 and 4, and you know, like everything else, you lose your concentration, and next thing you know, you're losing. So you'll see. So here's this lap 3. Nope, that's the one. Yeah, so like here, he goes to pass, but then I can cut him off. But yeah, so it's the next lap, I believe, where I run wide, and that just starts the chain of events that leads to my demise. See, in that straight, when he couldn't get, yep, see right there, I start drifting. Yeah, and the grip started changing. Yeah, see, I drifted to that one too. The grip started getting a lot loose on lap 5 too. But after I had held him off, or held a distance on that straight, I thought I was pretty much home free, just keeping my lines. But you'll see, coming at the end of this lap, I'll lose it once, and next thing you know, everything's all googly googly. Just like here, I also expected him to start diving it up the inside, but he was actually pretty patient, and I guess just waited for me to make a mistake, which I obliged him with, unfortunately. So yeah, right here I'm getting pretty confident. Okay, if I make this turn, Keep my line. He can't get me. He can't get me unless he dives it up a turn. But here it comes. Here comes the start of the demise. Brake a little too late. And I run too wide. Then I get a penalty warning. So now I'm like, okay, do I slow down to get rid of the penalty? Do I drive on, hoping... And then next thing I know, oh, googly, I'm off the track. Have to slow it down. I go to the inside expecting him to take the inside line because it's quicker, but, you know, he doesn't want to pass me there for some reason. So I'm like, okay, if I can hold him off through the bus stop, I got it. But there I go drifting again. He runs wide, loses some time, so I'm like, okay, just keep it tight, we got this. We got this, just hit your braking points, keep your lines nice and smooth. So like here, I'm like, okay, he's, I'm still kind of holding my distance, you know, just keep it smooth. He's going to have to dive it up to win. I can usually outbrake him, you know, right here, this one. This turn, I can usually outbrake him. Go a little defensive just to make sure. Okay. And here I'm thinking, okay, here I got it. I still got him. Go a little defensive. Okay. Get a nice tight line. Run a little wide. Okay, had to adjust. Oh, he goes wide. Nope, he's going to tuck in behind. And here it comes. Here comes the demise. I'm like, okay, just keep it tight. Here I go. Keep it tight. Keep it tight, drive defensive. I got it. And then I bend it. Go way too defensive. Wheels come off the ground, and next thing you know, I'm oversteering like a mofo and into the wall. And there you go. That's how you can lose a race in about a second and a half. So don't try that at home, kids, because you'll finish third out of 3. So you can't see inside the cockpit right now, but my face is pretty red at this point. Only 10% embarrassment and 90% rage, because there I go. Look, I'm drifting through the turns like I was Paul Walker there, you know. Pretty much seething at rage at this point in the cockpit. As you can see, I'm drifting through all the turns because I'm pretty much pissed off. But to quote another Led Zeppelin song, nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. No, 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 no. Nobody's fault but mine. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I had the fastest lap of the race by 7/10 too. Just angry wolf, roar.